They don't respect you because you're kind. They respect you because you act like you don't need them to. Let's be honest. You've tried being helpful, always saying yes, smiling, staying polite, and thinking that's how people will treat you better. But somehow, it never works. Instead, they interrupt you, ignore your opinions, or treat you like a backup plan. Sounds familiar? Here's the truth: no one told you people respect what they can't control. There's a certain way some people carry themselves, without being loud, without showing off, and instantly, everyone pays attention when they walk in. It's not money, it's not status, it's something else. And once you learn how to use it, everything changes. In conversations, in work, even in your relationships. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to act in a way that quietly demands respect, without saying a single extra word. Think about this. How many times have you said something in a group and no one listened, but the moment someone else repeated the same thing, everyone nodded like it was genius? It hurts, but here's the harsh truth. People don't ignore you because you're wrong. They ignore you because of how you carry yourself. You wait for your turn. You don't interrupt. You explain yourself too much. You smile to soften every sentence. You hope that being agreeable will make them like you more. But ask yourself, has it worked? When was the last time someone truly listened without cutting you off? When did someone ask for your opinion and actually mean it? That's when the realization hits. They're not seeing you as strong. They're seeing you as soft. And the world doesn't pause for soft people feeling uncomfortable. Good, because now we're being honest. Respect doesn't come from being nice. It comes from showing people, without a single word, that you know your worth, that you won't shrink yourself just to fit in. And the moment you stop asking for respect is the moment you start getting it. Ever noticed how the loudest people often get ignored, while the quiet ones make everyone lean in? That's not by accident. Let me tell you about Jason. He was always the talkative nice guy, in meetings, eager, quick to answer, smiling. But no one remembered what he said. Then one day, something changed. He paused. Instead of rushing to speak, he let a few seconds pass. And when he finally talked, people paid attention. Why? Here's what's happening. When you pause before speaking, it signals confidence. People think, if they're not rushing, they must be sure of what they're saying. Your silence makes others uncomfortable in a way that forces focus. So next time, instead of jumping in, try this. Look someone in the eye, hold that silence just a little longer, then speak. You'll notice they actually listen, but that's just the start. The next one flips the whole script on how people decide if you're dominant or weak. Imagine someone insults you in front of others. Most people either laugh nervously or get defensive. Both are mistakes. Let's say it's a cousin at a gathering. They crack a joke about your job or appearance. If you get angry, you lose power. If you laugh it off weakly, you seem insecure. But if you just look at them, silent, unshaken, unreadable, something happens. Everyone starts watching them, not you. The pressure flips. Psychologically, we're trained to look for emotional cues. When someone doesn't react, our brain assumes they're in control, or even dangerous. This makes people respect your calm. So, train this in small moments. Someone cuts in line. Don't argue. Just look at them silent. That energy, that's what people remember. But this next one, it'll show you how silence isn't just power. It's a weapon. Louisa was invited to a party by people she didn't vibe with. Instead of making excuses, she just replied, "No, I'm not coming." No apology, no reason, just calm clarity. And guess what? That one moment made people more curious, more drawn to her. Why? Here's the psychological truth. Most people fear rejection so much they wrap it in sugar. But when you say no without flinching, you send a signal. You have standards, and people always respect standards. You've probably done this without realizing. Hesitated to say no just to keep the peace. But the one who says no with confidence, they don't get pushed around. Next time someone asks something unreasonable, try it. "No, I'm not available." Then stop. Let the silence work. Now here's where it gets scary. The next trick exposes how people read your value before you even open your mouth. A walk into a room, and before you've said a word, people have judged you. That's not a guess, it's human psychology. Here's what we don't notice: our body speaks first. Shoulders slightly down, eyes darting, hands fidgeting. Those things scream insecurity. Now flip it. Shoulders back, chin slightly up. Slow, steady steps. Eyes that don't dart around. You haven't said anything, but people feel your presence. There was a guy at a wedding I attended. Didn't talk much, didn't smile unnecessarily. But everyone remembered him. Why? He stood like he had nothing to prove. This posture triggers a deep part of our brain. It says, this person isn't scanning for approval. They already believe they deserve it. Try it next time you walk into a room. Don't rush, don't scan. Move like you belong, but wait till you see the next one. It uses other people to build your respect without you saying a word. You saying you're confident. Nobody cares. Someone else saying it about you. Now that changes everything. Let me tell you about Paul. He never bragged. Never told people how hardworking or disciplined he was. But every time someone new met him, they had already heard about him from someone else. Oh, he's sharp, or that guy gets things done. He mastered one thing: social echo. Instead of promoting himself, he let others do it. Psychologically, this taps into something called social proof. Humans trust what others say more than what the person says about themselves. You've probably done this without realizing. Respected someone more just because someone else spoke well of them. So how do you use this? Help others win. Make genuine compliments public. Eventually, those words bounce back. Quiet power builds when your name moves in rooms you're not even in. Now here's where it gets scary. The next trick makes people second guess their status around you. We all know someone who suddenly changed. Dressed differently, acted more focused, spoke less, but something about them hit different. That shift didn't just upgrade them, it made everyone else around them feel off balance. Charlotte was always seen as the sweet, friendly girl. But when she stopped over-explaining, started dressing sharper, and made fewer unnecessary jokes, people started treating her differently. They adjusted their tone, their posture. Here's why: when you upgrade your self-presentation, people instinctively reevaluate where you stand in the social ladder. It's not vanity, it's psychology. Humans subconsciously rank each other. And when someone suddenly levels up without asking for permission, it makes others feel uncertain. And that's exactly where your power grows. Try this. Cut out the nervous laughter. Walk into places as if you've already outgrown them. Speak less, dress 10% better, and own your space like it's yours. If you learn to master this, people will remember you forever. But the next one. It exposes why discomfort is your greatest weapon. Most people try to make others comfortable to earn respect. But the real ones, they do the opposite. Here's a story. John was in a group interview. When others were trying to please the panel, he flipped it. He asked the interviewer a calm but pointed question: what's the biggest challenge this team failed at last year? Silence, tension. But he didn't blink. Guess what happened? He got the job. Here's the psychology: the person who can hold tension without fidgeting, apologizing, or filling the silence immediately rises in the power hierarchy. Discomfort creates authority. Why? Because we assume the one who's least scared of the room controls the room. Now here's where it gets even more intense. Next time you're in a serious conversation, don't rush to make it smooth. Let it be uncomfortable. Let the other person squirm a little. Respect rises in that silence. But we're not done yet. There's one last thing, one final shift that makes all of these tricks 10x more powerful. This is the ultimate test of self-respect. Can you walk away without burning a bridge or saying a word? Blake was part of a friend group that always ignored his ideas. Instead of begging for attention or causing drama, he just stopped showing up. No long messages, no complaints, just absence. And something wild happened. 2 weeks later, they started asking where he was. 3 weeks later, they wanted to catch up. Psychologically, this hits hard. Humans chase what leaves. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. We obsess over things that feel incomplete. When someone exits without explanation, the mind can't rest. It has to wonder. You've probably done the opposite. Explained, apologized, stayed too long. But silence and distance, that's your final power play. Use this sparingly. But when you do, it shakes people deeper than any confrontation. And now that you know the core truths, it's time to face the darkest one yet. One that nobody talks about, but everyone feels. You were never the problem. You were just following the rules they wrote to keep you weak. Think about it. Since childhood, they told you, Be nice. Don't make anyone uncomfortable. Fit in, and they'll like you. But the truth is, those rules were never meant to earn you respect. They were meant to keep you small, predictable, easy to control. All this time, the people you secretly admired, they weren't better than you. They just stopped obeying those invisible scripts. They mastered silence. They embraced tension. They walked away without noise. They acted like they didn't need to prove anything, because they didn't. And once you do the same, everything shifts. People don't just see you differently. They feel something they can't explain around you. Pressure, presence. That's not arrogance. That's power. All the tricks, all the dark truths, they point to one thing: you stop chasing respect, and it starts chasing you. But if you're truly ready to step into this mindset, you need one last thing: a warning. Because this path, it comes with a price. Because once you carry this kind of power, you'll start losing things. Comfort, small talk, fake smiles. But in return, you gain something rare: real respect. Not everyone will like the new you, but they'll feel you. They'll think twice before underestimating you. And most of all, they'll remember you. So now the choice is yours. Keep living by their rules, or start using what you just learned to flip the entire game. Use this wisely, or watch others use it against you. And if this hits something deep, you already know what to do next. Subscribe, not because I said so, but because you just saw the truth.